Turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion left. Working out of the gun. Sanders finds him on the crossing route. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Vacates quickly left side. Connects on the crosser. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
The number's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
60 Vikings, 6 Vikings, 18.
Irvin here from the gun. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. And he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's a gain of 7.
Okay, ready.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
19 Lions. Let go.
Irvin trying to run for the first. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They're going to try to throw for it. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25.
Ready, set.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Ready. Ready.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Back all 80. Cut 19. Cut 19. Go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Toward the sideline, and he's got it again. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
To the air, Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Defense sent him packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Come on. Set. Cowboy it. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Checks this one down. Hubbard. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll run. It's the rookie from Western Michigan. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
So often, one of the things you have to teach running backs at the NFL level, you don't always have to hit a home run. Especially in short yardage situations, just go get that single and move the chains.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He has room past the 25. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
19.
From the red zone now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, with how well the defense had that one covered.
Come on.
Throwing again here, Sanders. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That was Tedero McMillan he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Has a hole left, room to run. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now lead by 10. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions.
Pass play now. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Benjamin Morrison coming up to make that tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Man in motion, headed right. Sanders going to look to throw. Dumps it underneath, Hubbard. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stops.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On first down, here's Sanders. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Back to the air here on second. Sanders. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll air it out on third. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
He has it at the 33. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Panther 60.
Back now, pressure coming. Gets it to him on the screen. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. A gain of 15 there. And the Bucs have the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They're going play action. Brought in right side by Moore. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Dragon 6-2.
Working now from the gun. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
He finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. First and 10 from the 32. Here's the backup. First throw. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on first down.
You know, sometimes, and you've heard this from a lot of the great coaches, know when to lose a battle to win the war. And that time, just simply not taking a loss, pretty big deal for the offense.
Hits his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Carolina in punt formation. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing now on first down. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And this time, they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball, when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Back to throw it. Escapes the pocket. This gets the first and more. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Panthers Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Starting from the 5. Things going well so far. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he manages to find a little traction on that Soaks field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They'll pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Hacking 18. Bronco 80. Go.
Throwing from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Panthers first.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that road.
And he stopped at the 31-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Short pass brought in. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing it on second down. Finds a man, right side. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Goal to go, they're passing. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Buccaneers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Second down pass play coming. Jump off caught by his back. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bucs have the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Cowboy 80, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, go!
Back to pass on first and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Ready?
They'll throw, third and long. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop him for the sack on what's likely the final play of this third quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Continues to cook. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Buck still out there and being looked at now. Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Okay, ready?
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Look at that power, deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. This gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. And he has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers now within 1 score in the 4th. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka. So it'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
Back now, pressure coming. Hits him on the in route. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Inside, this is Egbuka. And he's down very close to that 1st, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing. That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. That's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He's back to throw. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it to his running back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
All set to go now from the 35. Working now from the gun. Throw is there for Ja'Tavion Sanders. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Extra point try coming. This would importantly make it a 1-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's a return from the 7. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Drive begins with a run by Irving. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers up by 8.
Okay, break.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 19. Go.
Right back to Irving now. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first.
On the go.
As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. First down from the 42.
Here we go. Shot. Ready, right?
Irving on the inside give. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handles that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
Here we go.
Setting up for the kneel down on third.
18 Cardinal.
He's drawn up for him. Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers win it here in Tampa. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.